as all of those before us, during the proud history of this second oldest district court in the nation. We are but temporary custodians of its traditions and authority, and the living institution that is the court has afforded each of us that rare opportunity, most often denied to others, to reach beyond ourselves in its service.
And what did you do in 1958?
I went into the Army for 6 months, and being a lawyer, I, of course, went into the Medical Service Corps and learned to drive a bus and learned Morse code. All those things that were closely related to the law.
And in terms of your duties as a clerk, do you think they were similar to the duties a clerk has today? In terms of, was it drafting opinions? Did you have any role in court? Could you tell us a little bit about your duties?
I think the law clerks then, and especially my own, were the same as they are today. We'd write memos. The judge I worked for, the memos turned to be the opinions, and we'd get into court whenever we could.
Anthony Walton White, once among the wealthiest men in Middlesex County, filed one of New Jersey's earliest cases under the first national bankruptcy law. Otherwise occupied as a revolutionary commander, he likely let his commercial investments slip, only to find himself over $14,000 in debt, the largest of the bankruptcies to that date. Coincidentally, one of White's largest creditors was then District Court Judge Robert Morris.
The Historical Society decided to do visual histories of memorable events and trials that took place in the Camden vicinage of the Federal District of New Jersey. And the Camden 28 became the obvious place to start. So today, for the second time, the Camden 28 will be captured, but this time not by the FBI.
Most Trenton people, if you say, I work in the federal courthouse, they'll say, where's that? But if you say, I work in the old post office, they know exactly where it is because they used to come here all the time to do their mailing.
The post office closed in 1981. It's been a federal courthouse ever since. But the post office murals painted in the 1930s by Charles Ward are still there.
The first mural, Progressive Industry, is one of the first, if not the first, New Deal post office mural anywhere in the country. What's going on right now at the courthouse is not just about a temporary exhibition. The Courthouse Historical Society has raised a significant amount of money to do new construction at the courthouse to make the viewing of the murals better.
We're opening the courthouse to the public to come in and do something other than involving themselves in their own court cases. And I think that's important because, after all, the public are the taxpayers who paid for it. They own the building, so they should enjoy it.
It's extremely sweet to be here. I grew up in South Orange, New Jersey, and went to Columbia High School, and I'm very happy to be back in New Jersey. You all have a remarkably distinguished historical society with more information. As you'll see, we're going to go to different courts around the United States as well as elsewhere, but the materials from here outstrip any, and I'm delighted to be a New Jersey person and be able to brag about that.
The United States District Court for the District of New Jersey, but for a odd happenstance, would have been the mother court, but is the second oldest court in this nation. More than bricks and mortar? You bet.